lightning has broken this morning. Very classy. Okay, got the old tyres pumped up, gone higher than I ever have with the pressure, so I'm going to carry a fair bit today. Alright, well, the lost footage, I happened to delete a whole bunch of footage of what happened yesterday. It was supposed to be called "It was a great day until..." that was what it was going to be titled. Anyways, I got some footage uploaded with this this drum. I went to an auction house. It's really close to where I reside, and because the tunny fella called me in the morning, said, "Oh, I'm at this auction, come." I'm like, yeah, right. It's just up the road here. And so I took the scoot and found some awesomenesses of awesome. And so a beautiful shimmer taiko drum, and with awesome sticks and all painted, beautiful. And an Edo period, one-piece, centuries old, carved out of I listed it. The skins are shot, but man, if you can, someone out there will love to reskin it, and that thing will be worth freaking thousands. So once it's reskinned, anyways, and a couple other nicks and knacks, knick-knacks. Anyways, that footage I was going to put up, and then I bloody deleted that stuff and shit. Anyway, so I have a look at my my email things. I get this notification of a comment. Got 5 million subscribers and I get one comment, so the rest just bots. Anyways, so I'm at this shrine, right, and I figure this awesome shrine, and actually one of the young blokes there, he's a real deal Shinto priest, and he's one of my subscribers. Good dude. Anyways, I'm at that shrine. I'm doing a photo shoot and video, and so this morning someone wrote, I don't know, maybe they wrote, here I am, this someone out there, right? Someone out there that's got like 2 subscribers, right? Subscribes. So you steal stuff then, or something like that, right? And I'm like, should I address this? I did actually write, elaborate. Would you elaborate, please? And with a question mark. And then I just deleted their comment, because I just feel that maybe they're just having a rager, or maybe they're having a drunken rage. It's not like I haven't. God, some of the shit I've had to delete, felt compelled to delete. Anyways, but some people you just can't address. You can't, but I'll address it here to better people. Let's go for this. Yeah, just through. Okay. Being a licensed dealer, and I went to an auction house, and I walked in the door there, and they're like, "Oh, Darren," they gave me a free feed, and great, loads of them, "He's such a boy, man," and I was like, well, they're like, "Where you been?" I said, "I just broke." That's all. And so I haven't actually been there for years, but the top guy, he gave me a free meal, and it's all good, and so it's on every couple of weeks, so I'll definitely pop in. But yeah, when people sort of say, "Oh, you steal shit" or whatever, I had to go through all manner of shit to get a fucking license and a visa here, and all kinds of shit after the destruction of my universe. And anyways, but some people you just can't get through to, because they veil the bullshit, and they can't pull the veil away. They want the veil, so you can't, addressing them directly, you just know that you can't help them. You can't. It's, you can't. The indoctrination is too deep. You just can't. So what can you do? Oh well, you try to help people, try to help everyone, but you can't help everyone. That's the problem. You can't get through, I'm still waiting on the fucking spaceship to come and pick me up. Get me out of here! Anyways, yeah, the tunny fella called me. I mean, he's obviously he's hungover from last night, and he's like, Pan, here I am on the golden throne, and all right, the gold-plated throne, all right, the gold painted throne. All right, it's not even gold. Anyways, so I'm like, oh man, and grab the phone. No, it's the tunny fella. First thing in the morning, oh, Pan, yo, Pan, Wakaloo. What? I know what pan means. It means bread. He just keeps saying the word bread. So it turns out he's got lunch for me. So he wants me to. So he's at the warehouse already. It's amazing, that stuff, that shochu that they drink, that distilled spirit. I mean, make you freaking legless, but your mind's okay. But the next day, these blokes are up first thing in the morning. You know, yeah, that's the type of drink it is. It's incredible. I don't go near it because I split my fucking head open. Oops. Anyways, yeah, so last night I pulled the carburetor off that rig and cleaned out the idle jet, and I put it all back together, and thankfully, but not thankfully, it happened right there. We had a, when I did the piston rings, one of the piston pin clips decided to go ping, and I heard it bounce somewhere, you know, in the warehouse. And ah, shit! So I grabbed one of the old, clips that I had from the original clip, and whacked that in there. No worries. I'm guessing because I heard something go, shit, and then lost compression and went tinkle, and wasn't happy. Anyways, I found that pin, that clip. I'm like, ah, shit. So I'm figuring the groove of the new piston is not exactly the same. It's wider than the original, maybe, or maybe it's just the clip was fucked, or maybe I didn't even install it as well as it could have been installed. I know it clipped in, but maybe it should have been oriented like a bit more this way or whatever. Anyways, it decided it just didn't want to be a part of this new piston, just wasn't friends with that, so he decided to ping out of there. And unfortunately, it scored the cylinder. Thankfully, anyways, it scored the cylinder, broke the new rings, and trashed the piston. But it didn't cause catastrophic damage. I'm thinking, ah, shit, where is the clip? You know, in the motor. Oh man, you know. But see, anyways, I figured at least I didn't feel. At least it happened there on the bench and didn't happen on the street at high speed. Because she started right away, and then that thing decided to. Well, it didn't start right away. I had to pump some juice through it first, but it decided to let go then. I was like, alright. At least the good part about it is I never suffered the frustration of why, what is it, what is it, you know, what's going on here. That frustration of not knowing, you know, how to solve an issue or what the problem is in the first place. That's very frustrating. When you're young and you don't have anything, you don't learn anything, you know what I mean? And so that's a good parenting skill right there. You teach your kids something. I never got taught no, I just got berated. So for years I just suffered from that all the time, not knowing why. What the fuck is wrong? Anyways, that's an allude to this bloke that's building. He repairs old vehicles in Australia. I was watching him this morning, and he's got his kid out there and he's teaching his kid. Him and his kid are doing working on this car. A few others do it too, and you learn all that shit from your parents, you see. So throughout the ages, you know, civilization have been teaching each other shit, you know, and I suffered through that shit for a lot. Anyways, I didn't suffer that at all this time. I was like, you know what, I think I know what that is. And so I wasn't disappointed, minimal disappointed, you know. but I know how to fix it. The good thing is I know what was wrong. And so I got online there, and I had a look at some dude's techniques of actually getting those clips in just with a screwdriver and not having some fancy thing to compress it and push in and bing. Wouldn't mind one of them. I wish I had one of those. But anyways, I managed. I'm thinking, shit, where is that clip? You know, if it's in the motor, it'd probably just sit in the bottom of it, and that'll do. Won't matter. But I figured, you know what? It might have spat out the exhaust port, and I had a look in the exhaust. And there it was, right there, that little clip bastard all bent up, and yeah, there it was, a little bastard. Unfortunately, I've scored the. I could try to like get a what do you call it, a buffer, a wheelie, one of those. What do you call them again? Honing. I had one. I had a honing tool about 2 weeks ago, or was it a week ago? And a bloke bought it off me at the market. God damn it! Yeah, God hates me. That's what it is. But it's a bit too much scoring. So I changed that thing due to compression, anyways, and now it's fucked compression wise. So I hunted around a bit online there and found alright. Avenues to get hold of another cylinder and another piston kit, and so I'm gonna have to wait until I might hopefully get some money and hit that throttle. Hopefully I'll get some money and put together, but I'm not totally disappointed because I sort of knew what it was. I chucked in the old gaskets, I chucked in, you know, the one of that pin, and you know, I just sort of utilised whatever to get it going, and I'm glad that it did go. But yeah, that fucking pin, when the one that came with it, the two that came with it, I popped one in, but one decided, it just pissed off. I told myself in installing the first one I should get a box and put my hands in the box, and so if it does ping out, it'll just hit the wall. But what do? I go for it anyways and wait until it does go ping, and then I get God damn it, stupid me. Anyways, but I'm not totally disappointed because I was able to analyze it, address it, and understand it, why that happened, and I'm able, with a bit of dough, I can find avenues to fix it. So, and I've been having fun dicking around with that rig and find a little. It's just everything is fucked on it. Just everything. It's kind of fun, just Mad Maxing the bastard and see if I can what I can do with it. So hopefully I can get some dough. I'll go to the market over the weekend. We'll see how it goes. My reasonages for sticking more pressure, putting some pretty seriously high pressure. I feel like I'm riding high on it. No, it's only an extra 20 kilopascals over what standard is. Over what my standard is, which is actually standard. I'm running on standard for an LT light truck, and she's actually tracking really well. Usually it tracks all fucky. Anyways, because I plan on chucking a whole bunch of shit in and getting up close to its safe working capacity load, which hopefully the more shit I take, hopefully translate into some more sales, and then have enough cash to pay the rent of the apartment, pay the rent for the warehouse. I'm $50 down, and the top man, hang on a second. Oh God, get out and walk, you bastard. Winter time is coming for sure. Pure class, that's what this is about. Now, where was I? Yeah, the tunny fella and I, we were hanging out, just doing shit or whatever, and the top man showed up. He walked down to come and say hello and see us, and I pretended to hide. And the tunny fella just laughed, and I said, I'll have some dough on Monday. You go, oh, yeah, okay. So that's cool. One time, shit, I was a year down, But I would have been fine, but I had to pay this fucking $100 of there's some kind of insurance every bunch of years or whatever it is. They send you this thing and say you got to pay this fucking $100 to insure the apartment, or maybe your contents or something like that. I don't really know. Don't know, but that was supposed to be for the warehouse rent. Yeah. So that was that. Every day you see the ambulance, don't you, around here? So that was pretty fucked. So everything's not going fantastic, but fuck it. Just see another day, man. See another day. So yeah, how's that? It's happened before, like some rager is saying, oh, you stole, so you steal things or something. Just some rager that thinks they know how Japan ticks or some shit like that, or they've got their perception of what Japan is. And what? Yeah, way off. I had to click back on. Yeah, way off. I don't know. But what do? You're always going to have haters, right? You can't help them all. You can't help them. But, I try to help people. I try to help everyone. But unfortunately, some people are just genetically at war with you or something. Or philosophically or religiously at war with you, I didn't realise coming onto this planet I'd have enemies. I didn't know that. Now we're coming up to the rice field. Let's just chuck that in neutral. Save juice. The rice field. Click on that one. I've only just hit 2 pins, so we'll just figure that out. Alright, go like that. We've only just hit 2 pins, so that should give me at least 100k's worth of travelling issues. Yeah. And here we are at the rice field of contemplation. Alright, now I know I'm going to get a feed today. I fed the strays. I opened the door today, and that bloody cat comes inside and he just wants to stay. I'm sure the colder it gets, I'm like, get out, will you fucking piss off, get out. His mate showed up and they're having a bit of a contest themselves over this piece of shrimp that I have. Forgot to grab that piece of fish that I don't like from the I chucked it in a plastic bag, put it in the warehouse. Hopefully the mouse hasn't found it, and I can get that pieces to them. But I was able to, I still had a little bit of cat food for them. No one gives a shit about this story, but this is a day in the life of Grizzly Adams here. And so those 2 cats got a decent feed this morning, so that's good. And the tunny fella says he's got lunch lined up for me this very day, so things should be okay. Right, here's the plan. Load up this rig, okay, and then start moving a bunch of shit to get closer to the Thunderbox number 2. The Thunderbox number 2 project. I may be able, unless some unforeseen circumstances like the Tunny fellas, hey, let's go do this. I don't know why I'm so beholden to that guy. Anyways, unforeseen circumstances, I might be able to start work. I've already found some hinges and a handle that's going to be too hot and burn me. Thinking of getting some of that, this is going to cost money. I'm trying to do everything for free, but some of that material that you put on a dory thing for a stove. Is that Crowley or is that Crowley? For a stove that to create a seal. So the plan is to make a door and all that shit. It's going to be very rough and rudimentary, but I do believe that I can make some kind of serious start. There could be Crowley on the Thunderbox number 2. I was able to get hold of some piping, some extra piping, and so yeah, things are slowly moving forward. I've chatted with one of the carpenters about saving some of that wood, because he burns off freaking loads of shit throughout the winter time. He's really active at doing that. So I believe I might not have to go afar, like to this sawmill to get a hold of wood and like their offcuts. I might be able to obtain enough fuel so that I can spend more time at the warehouse, less time at the apartment burning kerosene, you know, and try and survive the winter. So the coming winter I'm going all doomsday preppers. Yeah, all Greta Doomsberg style. Okay, let's go see the Tunny fella. Oh, how's that, eh? Oh, the destruction. Oh, God. How about that? I was just over there talking to the Tunny fella. And I was saying I was sitting on the shitter this morning and some crazy person called me and just kept saying pan. And his old barson, what the old barson's here. Check this out. I've been looking at this, you see. This piece here and thinking, you know, it might be a bit small for the application. For creating something that what do you just call it, an inflammable piece that I can pop the piping through for the Thunderbox number 2. Now, come with me on a journey to build the Thunderbox number 2. Some washing machine motors. There's a circular saw sitting out in the rain that might just need some brushes to get that going. I've got some brushes inside there, might be the right size. Now, yeah, I was just saying to the Tunny fellow, what are you doing with all this shit? He said, oh, I'm just going to put some flooring down there. And I'm like, right, where'd you get all this? And he said, oh, that bloke just there gave them to me. Righto. And I go, dun-dun, look at that. What a unit. Look how thick it is. It's as thick as me. I reckon he said, grab whatever you want. I said, righto. Yeah, oh, fucking fingers. Yeah. Might need 2 hands for this. Yeah, well, there's another piece there. How do you cut this shit? We'll find a way. Circular saw style. Right on, this is perfect shit. Yeah, the Thunderbox number 2 will be a reality. Oh yes, it will be mine. My, just freaking made for it. Phew! Look at this. Hang on. See, I'm going to be over there, but this will give a bit of an idea. It's not really that heavy, I'm just being a wuss. Look at that. Freaking made for it, mate. Made for it. Thunderbox number 2. You're going to be a reality. I could even double wall this. That is freaking awesome. There's some piping. Gonna do some things there. Just need one thingy there. So I already made a start, you know, making those and all, and sticking some ideas in the head. Now, I'm gonna put that. I might grab one more. Do you need one more? Analyze. Yeah. Just make up some ideas. I might get some steel brackety things and then connect that to there and to there. Whack another down. Whatever, we'll get around to that. Now, first materials. Okay, video, take 2. Unfortunately, I accidentally deleted the footage of what I did of this drum. Oh, you can go over there. Right, you go over there. File that over there. Right, yeah, so I uploaded it. This thing here, I tell you, I was really hoping that, when I first saw it, burp, coffee, food, okay. When I first saw it, I thought there was only one of these missing. There's actually about 4 of them. Yeah, there's 4. 2 on the top here, and a couple on the bottom there. But this is all supported beautifully. That's all strong. So I was hoping that whatever was rattling around in there, it turns out it was just debris. That one of these might have been there, but not the case. But I was able to get my torchy thing and have a look in here without trying to pull it up too much, and see just how amazingly it's hewed. Some chap out there centuries ago knew what they were doing. One solid piece. And that one there's torn down there too. You've got to just whack some tape on there, really. But yeah, if someone was to recondition this, it would just be fantastic. Yeah, what a beauty. I do so declare, I believe that this would have been an integral part of a Shinto shrine, a ginger as they're called. It's at one stage in its life. It's just beautiful. This is a real deal. So those of you connoisseurs, this is just a piece of Japanese history right here. I'm going to sea freight it because you can't exactly hurt it anymore anyways. Yeah, sea freight only for those of the patient. Some chap saying, well, where's my stuff? I'm like, dude, I sent it. Relax. Some people just, yeah. Anyways, don't have faith in me. Yeah. I presented that Shime Daiko at that shrine. Unfortunately, I lost all my footage of yesterday, of when I went to this auction house that I hadn't been to in years, and everyone's like, whoa, it's Darren. Got a free feed and everything from the main man, the boss. Isn't that great? So I haven't seen him in years. And he was actually the guy that ran the Ninja Mura. Back in the day, I had a little shop there. It's all gone now, but the Ninja Mura, Ninja Village, if you have a look back at one of my very first videos, might have been my first video, there's 2 of them. The Last of the Ninja part 1 and The Last of the Ninja part 2, and I walked through that village, and that was That was fantastic. I had a shop there at one stage. Right, that's a beauty. Okay, I might present that, and then we'll get to filling this. And the tunny fella's down there still working on that stuff. And what a find, hey? Because I was always thinking, you know, this is just not good enough for the Thunderbox number 2 for some something that inflammable type of thing. And pulled that up to bits again. We'll get around to it. Got it. It's now Thunderbox number 2 coming together. Come together right now and check it out. Boom! They're gonna be freaking awesome. I've got some kind of cutting wheel that will be perfect for those, and chuck it up there, drill a hole in. I've got some kind of holly thing. No one cares about this story. That's Shime Daiko. I've got that in a box ready to go. Up here somewhere. Yeah, I was talking about the auction house I went to yesterday, and walking in there, and everyone's like, "Oh, Darren, Sashiburi," and the dudes that run the show, they look, "Oh, it's Darren." I took a stab at a few things, and there's a rich bloke there. He just sort of looks up from his game. He just goes, yeah, I'll have that, I'll have that, I'll have that. And he noticed I was bidding, and he goes, "Oh, yeah, go on, go ahead." I'm like, whew, thankfully. Cool, man. So I managed to get what did I there's a few things I went for, and yeah, I was able elevation, yeah, a couple of things I went for, and they let me go with it. Otherwise I would not have gotten it at all. So which was that? Wasn't that was from a bloke that was outside, and I just managed to find this and ask about it. What a find! I mean, what a lucky find that was. That wasn't even in the auction itself, because one of those blokes, a few of those blokes have got little shoppy things around there. Let me try to clarify. Hang on. Phony thing. I put down my notesy things of what I was purchasing, because I rolled up on yeah, that's right, I rolled up on the scoot that was going until that thingy went ping. It was this. That was the first thing I went for. And that chap was keen on it too, and he was buying loads of stuff, spending thousands. And he goes, "Oh, you go ahead." And so I was like, "Oh, cool, man, thanks." So lucky to get that. That I got from the chap that was outside. Luckily I noticed him when he had lunch. I said, "Oh, is that yours?" And he goes, "Yeah." "Is it for sale?" He goes, "Yeah." And I gave him exactly what he wanted for it. I didn't haggle nothing, because what a find. And then we're bidding on, I was trying to do this phony thing, answer some questiony things, and I was bidding on this, and someone didn't realise had gone over me, and this chap, I'm friendly with everyone there. He turns and goes, "Oh, you're bidding on it, aren't you, Darren?" And I'm like, in Japanese, I was like, "Yeah, hi." And he goes, "Oh, yeah, Darren's bidding on that." And then they all stop and say, "Oh, really?" And then the bloke that was bidding against me goes, "Yeah, you'll let me go." So I think I got a lot of sway, because I haven't been there in a long time. They were like, "Whoa, it's great to see you again," and all that. So that was really cool. I'm sure they want me to show up in a couple of weeks too. So hopefully I'll have some dough. Who knows what else I can find. But that was just so lucky that the tunny fella called me in the morning and goes, "Hey, I'm at this auction house. It's just down the road from where you live." And I'm like, "Righto, I'll be there." So there you go. God damn it, last night I didn't want to leave until I figured out what went wrong. And that's that. Yeah, that one was fine, and that one not so fine. Now that's not so fine. Oh, replacing old bits with new bits, but whatever. No one gives a shit about this story. Let's change the battery on this thingy. Show these, and then I better hop to and start filling that rig. Well, I found that this thing, when it was in a tray, I actually mentioned this in a video yesterday, but I accidentally deleted that footage, which is unfortunate. Oh man, I tell you, yeah, I'm just messing with this. I've got a globe, out of my globy resources here. Tell you, if this weekend I wasn't going to the market, I went, oh god, that's that Siberian stuff that's coming. Yeah, I'm serious about that Thunderbox, I can tell you. I even started collecting wood. Yeah, got all months and months ago. I got a whole bunch of cutting saws and stuff ready to rock and roll with that. I've got that sorted. Got to cut a door in it. Got those things. Pretty much got everything necessary to start making that happen. Now, a few of dough is just check to see, because the globe itself, that's a bit of the original globe it was in. It was a really small sort of thing. It only came to about that big kind of thing. It was broken. That can go into my give to people presents resources, which is here. There's all kinds of knickknacks in here, depending upon the weight of a box. Sometimes, you know, I can chuck something in, or if there's space, or, you know, size, and it doesn't go over weight restrictions, you know, things like that. Now what I'm going to do is do this again. This little unit here, that was once a hinge that worked way back in the day. I reckon if you put just a little clip or something on there, so it goes in pretty tight just there. It'll just sit like that for sure. Oh, there you go. No, it won't. It was close in there. And you put just a little clip or something just here, and that way you can just open it up, get to the globe. There's a groovy little unit. These are rare as. Oh, it's unfortunate that, well, didn't come up to option because that fell off. Yeah, I put a little clip there, I reckon. Now, this little unit here, ooh, she does light. So the terminals are okay. You see that's glass and stuff there. Due to its weight and delicacy of the glass, I will send that via air, some format, maybe the air freighter. So yeah, you've got these are rare as. This is Buddhist stuff. You've got a little chain dealy here. I've had a few larger ones over the years, but all this stuff was all bent and all that sort of thing. But this isn't. This is actually quite good. Apart from that hinge there, it's all rusted. But this unit here is rare. These are rare as. Now, I do not believe that the globe itself is really that safe to go. So you see this kind of thing hanging in Buddhist temples and things like that, in the eaves and things, stuff like that. This is made out of tin. Yeah, I think I shan't send the globe itself, just a standard globe. Or something even smaller if you wish to. But yeah, this unit here, there was a bloke there, he really wanted. I was lucky that he noticed I was bidding on it, and they hadn't seen me in years ago. Yeah, go on. So that was great. So what a find. That's just a groovy little unit. Now I'll do some weights and measures and get on to something else. Okay, now, right. Right, so we established that the light works, this little door thingy. I reckon if you just put a little clip there, you'll be fine. Right, so let's see now. There's 285mm from here to here and here to here. And it's 300mm tall. And excluding chain, obviously. And then you've got your awesomenesses of awesome chain. And there you go. So these are highly coveted pieces, these things. So I was really lucky to get this. Yes, you'll find Buddhist crypts and stuff like that where they keep the bones and things. They've got these sort of things hanging from the eaves and stuff. They're really, really rare things. That's very well weathered but solid. Made out of tin. Yeah, it isn't perfect, obviously, because if that hinge was working, it would never have come onto the auction scene in the first place. But I better put that somewhere nice and safe up there. And yes, that's for the connoisseur of Buddhism. Alright, now let's get on to some really cool shogi boards. Alright, you can go in here. There you go. You stay right there, man. Like that. Right there. Stick that under there, like that. You can stay there. Right, I plan on EMS air and that. Now, let's have a look at these groovy shogi boards. Better do some weights and measures. Right, let's have a look at this thing right here. This is absolutely beautiful. Look at this. My. That's a beauty. This here is Icho. Yeah. Initially, it kind of looked like Kaya, but it's actually, this is Icho. It's amazing. It's a very rare piece indeed. The corners are a little bit worn here and there, a few nicks and bonks and a few dinks. Look at that, see all these lines, accentuated. They have the markings that they put on here, the urushi lacquer, beautiful surface itself. You find that, look at all these, I don't know if you can pick that up, all these wavy lines going on. The reason I was able to get this, I was looking at, right, I've got to pay the rent or just hide from the big boss for a while. Look at all these wavy lines. Here, they run down in this way, and here they run. Look at this flow. Oh, look at all this flow here. If you have a look at some of my Icho Go boards, you'll see some interesting stuff there. Now it had some, as I said, the reason why I got this, look at all these flow lines. Look at this. Icho's highly coveted stuff. The reason why I was able to get this, because there's all this tape on it, and I was able to have a real good look at this. Most of the people at this auction house, right, they're all at this table and they sort of see things go by and they only have a brief sort of glance at stuff, right? And here's me just going hammer and tong, or whatever that means, and see this. They noticed that there's all this tape stuff all over it. That's just old paper type tape, so I assume that someone's put a cover over this, and that over time this paper tape has left some discoloration just from as they took it off. I'm sure they would have taken it off here and gone, oh, look at, it's cleaned it up. But I reckon in time, see, if you just get some something, very light scraper and maybe a slight bit of moisture, and clean this off, clean that off, right? And there's a little bit of tape there. There's a little bit of, see, it's only just this paper tape, so look at that, it just comes off real easy. can clean it off. I'm just going to leave it like that. That one there. What did I say it was? Right. So clearly someone's put something over it to protect this surface, which is gorgeous. And I don't have any pieces. My piece resources are over. I used to have loads of global piece resources. I've only just got sort of the white some and a few of the black stones. What a beauty. Yeah, that's rare. Yeah, and in time this will just fade back into this coloration. This is a real deal antique, and someone tried to protect it. All right. Yes, what a beauty. Sits nicely. Nice, like that. Okay, now let's get on to this one here. There's something interesting about this one also. That's not as large, but yeah, that's Icho right there. So yeah, Icho wood, which is super rare. Right, let's have a look at this one. This here is made of hinoki, which is a highly coveted wood also. That's probably the highest quality, highest coveted. The Icho, Kaya is high coveted, but you find that the hinoki, sits nice like that. I gotta do something with that. Yeah, look at the coloration of this. Look at this. Isn't that interesting? Interesting coloration that's got going on here. And there's a funny fella. It's got a few nicks and bonks. Nani? Gohan. Sugu ne. Sugu kimasu. Ata 5 分ぐらい. Arigato. Gohan means lunchtime, food. Gohan means rice, I think, something like that. But you've got some nicks and bonks going on in here. Essentially, it's pretty good. I mean, look at this differentiation in the wood coloration. Slightly accentuated, not as much as that one there, but I'm gonna pull this up someday and have things sitting correctly. Yeah, slightly accentuated the urushi lacquer. A few little nicks and bonks here and there. The corners aren't too bad. What's really cool about it is, check this out. This here is its original colour, and this here, I got a translation just a few minutes ago, and you'll find that says Koku Shogiban. Right, Shogiban. Okay, so Koku Shogiban. And the Tani fellow was trying to figure out how do you say that in English, and I said, Koku, and he's talking about high, imono, I said high quality. He goes, so, high quality. So that's what that means. Koku, high quality shogiban. So there you go. So that's nowhere near as large as that one, but it's that's hinoki. So that's pretty good indeed. So I'll sea freight that too. Sea freight that. Plan on sea freighting that. Alright, I had better hop to and get a free meal. So, right, we've got the weights and measures going on, all that organised, got my paperwork here. I'm going to get a free meal right now. While I'm putting all this stuff on the rig here, here's an interesting little project that just presented itself. Putting all this bloody garbo here, and tiny fella he's loading up too. This is an ice press, and this here is a handle. You can screw down the top of this here is the main handle, and this unit here, this gear was just spinning. I was like, you know, my brain can't remember nothing, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll just grab that welder and fucking put a few tacks, but I figure let's further investigate, and it's actually like a wood rough key. So I'm like, right, let's go to work. Just going, right, what am I going to make a key out of? Pretty much any bloody thing, that'll do. So I'm going to utilise this great big bloody nail. Just about to give this stuff to the tunny fella for, it says, Tetsu meaning metals, iron, ferrous materials, because he scraps a lot of stuff. And then I was like, you know what, I'll just make something out of this. Let's go to work and let's make this happen. Hey, trucky from way back. Here we go. Oh. Trucky from way back. Even got an extra one. Whack that on just because it looks good. Alright, well, let's get these overalls off and head back to civilization. Pretty bloody tight, really. Anyways, nigh on 4. Oh. Yeah, the tunny fella said, hey, why don't you try one of these things? What's it say? Radiato matte, radiant matte or some bullshit. And he says, oh, you stick it on your chair, plug it in, I think. Yeah, you stick it on your chair, you plug it in, and then it heats your bum. So we'll give it a go. Right, we moved a shit ton of that, and a shit ton of that. The brain is thinking about food. Oh, they fed me too, eh? Tunny fella's mum came, and Oba-san there, and she's got some coffee. There you go, Darren, and get that in you. And get it in you, mate, get it in you. No, she didn't exactly speak like that. She ain't Aussie. But yeah, I got a decent feed there. But, getting pretty warm now. Weary Dunlop. Okay, let's get back to the ranch.
In the worlds before Monkey, primal chaos reigned. Heaven sought order, but the phoenix can fly only when its feathers are grown.
Ah, delightful moon. Picked up some of those El Cheapo bread, 85 yen, and those El Cheapo price down sausagey things. Alright, how we going here? Trucky from way back. Good, looking good. Yeah, I had a look at the local hardware store there at some options, like, because she's getting a bit crisp, and that Thunderbox number 2 needs to be fired up. Then, I was looking around for that fiberglass rope type stuff that they put in the dory things. It's quite expensive there, and they don't really have. It's quite expensive there. Online it looks like it's pretty cheap. You can get some good stuff, but the main issue is that bottleneck in that piping. I was having a look at some piping options there. They got some galvanized stuff that looks like we might be able to sort of, I guess the right thing to do would be cut and shut and make a flange and do something like that and make it a bigger pipe. I'm just curious to see how much sort of back pressure it will flow with such a big thunderbox. And so the ideas are coming together, and there's definitely some that galvanized piping that they've got. If I could sort of fit it up with that aluminum tape stuff and just have the main piping threaded. I've pretty much got the tunny fella showed up with some more piping. He's like, you probably need wider, bigger diameter stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'm aware of that, but this is all we got. You know? But he gets junk all the time, so who knows what will show up in the future. But I'm well keen to push forward with the Thunderbox number 2 and try to do it all Junkyard Wars style. So we'll see how we go there. I'm gonna give way here. Another bottleneck here. Yeah, it's just that bottleneck thing. I'm just wondering how that would turn out. I'm just curious. I just want to do it anyways, regardless if it fails. And if it's a failure, whatever. Just sort of make it happen and see how it goes, and then create some ideas from there. The Tunny fella's going to take this awesome hibachi that he bought at this auction yesterday, and he got it for a fantastic deal. It's beautiful, it is. And he's taken it to the market on the morrow, and I said, oh, if you don't sell it, and because he's got so much junk in his warehouses, and he's like, I've got too much stuff. I keep giving him all this stuff that I don't want, but he can junk or whatever. He can get money from the scrappers when he goes there, whatever, you know. So I said, oh, if you haven't got room for that big hibachi, if you don't sell it, if you haven't got room, just pop it in my little warehouse, would you please? And we'll see how that goes. I wonder if they want to go. They're gonna let me go. Right. It gets congested here, does it not? And so he said, yeah, and I said, oh, what we can do is get some chairs and sit it around Thunderbox number 2, and it's got like a tripod and these other things for making tea and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, and he said, yeah, we'll drink Ultra and stuff there. So I'm like, cool, let's do that if you don't sell it. So hopefully he won't sell it, and then we'll have a nice little sitting room. He created a space for a lunch room, and then we had some lunchy poos this very day. Alright, that's pretty much it for today. Soldier on an early start on the morrow, and see how we go. Hopefully we'll do okay, and be able to sort of purchase some things like another piston kit and some other stuff. Let's try not to run over these kids here. What are they up to? They're all getting home from school now. Try not to run them over. Okay.
Elemental forces caused the egg to hatch. From it then came a stone monkey. The nature of monkey was irrepressible.